Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild... And based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the Conference Championship Trophy. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So UCF's will get the first crack on offense today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start. Kirk, so much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Knights come to the line to run the hurry-up. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Try and muscle for the first down. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Knights begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Now we're going to draw play. They feed it to the back again and again. Nowhere to run. The running game has been smothered. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And they'll kick it away here. Choosing to return the punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
The freshman with a little too much air under that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Tackle made after the completion. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The Knights bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Oh, there's the stiff arm. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Well, the defense better start adjusting, realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's a bizarre play. Goes backwards all the way to the end zone for a safety. So after the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20.
Boy, you just got to have more awareness here as a ball carrier. What in the world are you doing? You're on your side of the 50, running backwards like that. Eventually, the defense sees this. They can't believe their eyes. They're rallying to the football, and they come up with a safety.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. The Knights looking to run some tempo here.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coaches got to be proud.
They'll run it from the gun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Send the back in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now it's 2nd down here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Mountaineers are looking to keep this drive going. And looking to throw now on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's complete downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-2. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Handed off for a draw. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. The Knights hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. So it's West Virginia in front, Kurt. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. An inside give now from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Third down after that running play. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
The shotgun running play call. Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The Knights will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Ball back at the 6 for a second and goal off that loss. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. He's swarmed by the defense. And the coach keeps the offense on the field. They're going for it, fourth and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Knights. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Getting set. Here's second down. Sticking with the running game. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Got him, he's sacked.
You just felt that one coming. Third down and long, those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. The pocket breaking down. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the PAT is good. Puts him up 5. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Pass rush closing in. They pressure it and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's a safety for the defense. So the safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, looking to scramble. Throws a bullet to the right. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Mountaineers will have first and 10 here. Looking to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. On the run here, lets it go. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The offense. Now empty backfield. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries to get it to the running back. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Defense is coming after him. He's running out of time here. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. The Knights will bring their punt team onto the field. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a 1st half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. In other words, a dynamite start to the Big 12 championship.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, West Virginia. Now the try here for the extra point. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Amatova. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. The guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Knights Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. Powering through. They'll tackle him out across the 20. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll give it to the running back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Knights will send their punt team onto the field. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And now the running back's got it again. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
And the Mountaineers line up on 1st and 10 now. And he's got it again. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Bringing it out, it's Amatova. And he's brought down at the 16. He would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So
they pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? Handoff running right. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Knights will line up to punt it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. 1st down here for this offense. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made by the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play.
Well,
This is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's looking to scramble. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Mountaineers will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. He's moving out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Mountaineers pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Handoff from the shotgun.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Here's the return from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So it's West Virginia in front, Kirk. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Weaver looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Fox. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCF.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the The receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. The gain makes it second and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The tight end has got it. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Tackle, but first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down after that previous play. And now the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. The Mountaineers come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. Second down and goal. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.